And I think also, for some reason, I just feel like people lie a lot more. Just about the stupidest stuff. People just lie for like white lies. And I don't know if that has increased as well, but I that's why my trust issues are where they are right now, because just nobody knows how to be honest. I don't know if they're scared to tell the truth, or people are just scared to receive some type of negative feedback, or they get the reaction that they don't expect. And there's many reasons for that. Everybody's different. As we know, it's February and love is in the air, I guess you could say, or however that saying goes. But to start off, instead of just talking about love and lust and this, that, and the other, I just think that it's very, very important to start off with a, I guess, concise topic, which is trust issues. If you have not yet, please click that subscribe button. I don't know why you wouldn't have by now, but also while you're at it, click the like button, put something in the comments box, send this to somebody who may need it. If you haven't yet, but you still see me out and you're talking about, I love your talks, and I ask you if you watch my full thing on YouTube, not just a snippet on Instagram, you are the reason I have trust issues. No, I'm kidding. That's a lot of pressure. But seriously though, I do appreciate it, and I may not have been kidding about that previous part, but we'll continue. I wouldn't go as far as saying we all have trust issues. I definitely have trust issues, and I know a lot of my followers personally, and a lot of them have agreed that trust issues has literally broken the stigma of a perfect relationship or a back in the day relationship. I guess I can speak from my experiences first. I don't know if it's because I've done a lot of stuff in my past that I'm not proud of, or it's because whether it be karma or other people have done stuff to me, whether it be a relationship phase, talking stage, all those good things. In my opinion, trust issues have grown at a rapid rate. I don't even know how you would scale or mark that. The percentages between when I was born, or maybe a little before, to the trust issue factors now, to scale, I'd say that they've increased remarkably. And I say that because of social media. Everybody is searching for that instant gratification, insta likes, those insta comments. And it has just created this narrative that nothing's private anymore, nothing's secret. Everybody wants to just give themselves up, whether it be their body, their mind, their environment. Everybody's just so willing to give it up. I can say for me, it's been hard with trust issues because I just don't really know how to trust. The caliber of women I've dated or talked to, they've all had very, very strong social media presence. And that has just created a very strong narrative in my mind. They don't really need me, which is probably true. They probably don't. But if they have all this attention elsewhere and they're feeding into it and they're just getting lost in the heat of the moment and the thrill of it all, then it's just like, what am I just doing waiting to get got? So for me personally, I think trust issues have really stemmed from social media. Another reason for my trust issues is social environment that I've come up in. So as many of you know, I've worked in nightlife for about 4 years, and the things that I've heard, the things that I've seen are remarkable. And I don't mean that entirely in the positive adjective that it is. I've heard some grimy stuff working in nightlife and being in that environment for so long. And it's really not pretty. But yeah, the things that I've seen and heard and have witnessed firsthand being done, I'm not even proud to witness it. So I can only imagine how certain individuals have gotten through and gotten to where they've gotten to now, whether they be in a relationship or not. But it's grimy out there. So I understand where your trust issues may stem from. That's just a few where mine stem from. But I want to go into, seriously, how to build that trust factor when it comes to a relationship. It's very simple. First things first, just be open, honest, and transparent. when you are talking to an individual, getting to know them, a good way to not start building that muck of trust issues is to just be honest, straightforward. Like, if you just want to date and hook up, just say that. If you may see this going somewhere else down the line, just say that. Like, just be honest. And whatever reaction you get, it's not up to you. You're not responsible for it. You may be to blame for how that person may react or how they may feel, but you're not responsible for somebody else's actions and reactions. When you're honest, there's nothing else you can do. The person is going to react how they want to react. They're going to do and say what they want to say. Because when you start nitpicking here and there and saying what you want to say there and just leading them on a little there, it just creates that wall and barrier for that other individual. It makes them not trust you. It makes them not want to trust themselves even in certain situations. And then everything just spirals out of control before you know it. I've been there before. I've seen it before. Another way to break down that trust issue barrier is to show them. And actions do speak louder than words, especially now. I'm in a space now where I much rather call someone or talk on FaceTime than text. And I was not always like that. I just think with texting now and DMing and all those things, it has really watered down the spectrum as far as you can't read emotions, facial expressions, tone of voice, like that, response time even, because you could say something that you may think is very important to that individual and they could just not be next to their phone or something, and you're thinking, oh wow, they must have read it and just completely dismissed it. They must have read it and put it in their group chat and talking all this crap about me now. I shouldn't have did. Then you're stuck second guessing yourself. Small gifts, small little tokens of gratitude, those help and show an individual, hey, I really am all for you. Because listen, well, I'm gonna speak for myself. I'm not rich, and giving gifts and stuff like that are not a form of love language for me. It's probably at the bottom of the list for me. So if I'm getting you gifts and I'm going out of my way, that means something. Don't take that lightly, because I don't take it lightly. And I'm also not rich. So we may have done a lot of things in our past, and we may feel like we're not worthy of being loved. We're not worthy of being trusted. But the past is the past. The past cannot be changed. All you can do now is work on ways to better yourself and enlarge and enlighten your future. So that's another huge one too. You are not your past, and that individual who you're dealing with, or you may be considering dealing with, they are not their past as well. Another reason for trust issues that needs to be broken down, in my opinion, is social environments. Been so many cases where I've been out and about just hanging out with my friends, and they just start chopping it up about a certain individual who's done this, and that. So automatically that disqualifies them as a partner. That disqualifies them as anything less than human. And it's not fair. But that's something that I believe really needs to be broken down, those social environments where it's tearing down another individual, because nobody is their past. People change. And like, you have those sayings like, you can't turn a hoe into a housewife. I don't think that's fair to that individual. People do change and things do happen. If you really believe you can go into a relationship after knowing somebody's past and still trying to hold it over their head, or you're still going to hold that in your heart and your mind, even though it's not even your life, if you believe you can really do that and have a happy relationship down the line with that person, you are completely out of your damn mind. Like, you cannot go into something half-hearted and expect it to work. That's where trust issues stem from too, because you're already convincing yourself, oh, they did it before, so they'll probably do it again. So I'm gonna go ahead and go do what I want to do, and it'll be all right, whatever. They've done it before. No, it's not gonna work. I love instilling positivity and breaking down those barriers that people feel like they can't talk about because they're gonna be judged. I'm an open book. I am not afraid to talk about anything. I'm not afraid to share my experiences. I'm not afraid of any of that. And that's why I'm here, and I'm thankful to be in this position. And yes, trust issues are huge in today's society, and they're hard to get away from. And it's hard to completely break down that barrier, but it is very possible. So with that being said, I hope that you're doing good. I hope that you have found that someone who you can trust, you can instill your all into, and everything continues to be prosperous for you. If you have not found that person, whether it is that you're not looking or you just don't know what's going on, look into yourself and just kind of think about, what can I do a little bit better to allow the universe to gift me that person who I can trust, who I can be one with, who I can grow with and build with and be honest and open and transparent with. I know this was a little all over the place, but I hope that you got something out of this. I love every single one of you. I'm thankful for every single one of you, and I will see you next week.